Vivek Ramaswamy. He calls Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley and author Ibram Kendi, quote, modern grand wizards of the modern KKK. Okay. Putting aside going after, people of color, right? But what does it say that his numbers went up after that debate? What does it say his numbers goes up after he says this? He's taking on the mantle, trying to say I'm a kind of younger Donald Trump here. What does it say about the fact that his numbers go up after saying stuff like this?
That this party is steeped in white supremacy, and you don't have to be white in order to have allegiance to white supremacy. That is Vivek Ramaswamy, and we have to understand that reality. So we can't just pretend that these people are not racist, that they don't want a country that is about white power.
Hold on. You have got to, no, all jokes aside, you have got to be kidding me. Is this how desperate we've become for entertainment? This is what they're doing on. Before we get to anything, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you guys could please share so we could get the message out there. So here we are in 2023 with the same regurgitated message. Now anybody can be a white supremacist. Anybody. I'm going to show you guys something right here, and this might get me banned. You guys may never see me after this video. I'm going to show you in essence what just the white power she speaks of perpetrating, just bringing forth white supremacy, what it looks like in today's day and age. And I may be in trouble for this, but I'm going to do it. Look at this. Do you see the essence, the embodiment of white supremacy right there on full display? You can see it deep in his wife's eyes. Do you see it right there? The color, as well as the children sprouting up new white supremacists, just treating them, just teaching them at such a young age. And the man himself, the head of everything, to perpetrate and just uplift the white power that's going throughout this nation. Look at his face as he just smiles and laughs with glee as the horrors that, all jokes aside, these people are sick. These people are sick. And hold on, let me replay it one more time. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I gotta get my ears checked. I use swabs every single day. Maybe I missed today. Let me hear it one more time.
That this party is steeped in white supremacy, and you don't have to be white in order to have allegiance to white supremacy.
So you don't have to be white to have an allegiance to white supremacies. Okay, first off, they act like becoming a white supremacist is like as easy as creating a Netflix account or something like that. I figure you have to go through multiple steps, right? They act like this is what's really going on. And then they'll take an instant, right? Like this sick scumbag that murdered these 3 innocent people at the Dollar Tree, right? But they won't talk about all the people getting murdered every single weekend on a daily basis in all these major cities. When you talk about Baltimore, Atlanta, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, all of these places, they don't talk about none of these places. They'll just take the one instance with this individual, and then here we go. The white supremacy is the greatest threat to national security.
Most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
And this is just what they do. This is the whole game plan. This is the same regurgitated message. So now the gloves are off. Anybody can be a white supremacist right there in the name. And she tells you right there out of her own lying lips, the allegiance, the white power. Are you kidding me?
So we can't just pretend that these people are not racist, that they don't want a country that is about white power. They do.
These people are just sick. They really are. And this is the message. Just uplifting and just sprouting out the white power. It doesn't matter if you're Asian, you're black. It just doesn't matter. Even though it's white supremacy, you're still showing allegiance to it. Same thing. They'll say the same thing right about Byron Donalds, right? He's a black Republican. Larry Elders, they already told you he's the black face to white supremacy. These people have just demeaned racism and white supremacy so much that nobody will ever take it seriously. because they just throw it out there. They just, everybody's racist. Everybody's a white. Hold on, he's black. He's still a white. So he's still perpetrating it. He's working for the white man. These people are absolutely ridiculous. They can never talk about any kind of policies, anything that's looking good and looking up, because there's none of it. It's just all about race baiting 24/7. You see it rolling into the movies, the children's movies, anything like that, trying to change the landscape of everything. And people are getting sick and tired of it. Nobody takes this stuff seriously whatsoever. Like, this guy doesn't have a white wife, white kids, nothing, but still, it's the allegiance of white supremacy is what he's putting out there. How do the other colleagues, the people that are the cameramen, right? Because there's multiple people in the studio while this is going down. How do they feel when they talk about all this stuff, white supremacy, the CEO, the supervisors, general managers? I'm sure a lot of them, if not all of them, are white. How do the producers and stuff, all this stuff, when they sit on the panel with everybody, how do they feel basically these people just slandering white people on a daily basis? And they want to keep this going. They don't care if it happened. It could have happened 8 million years ago. It's just perpetrating the same story day in and day out. They should truly be ashamed of themselves. And they'll erase all the history, say with Trump, right? They'll erase all the photos he has, like with Snoop Dogg and Jay-Z and all these other people. Oprah Winfrey loved him. They all loved him until he ran, until he said, I'm going to run on the Republican side. They never talk about that. They never talk about the pardons for, what, like Lil Wayne, right? Didn't he do one for Kodak Black? What about historic funding for black colleges and universities? I believe he gave them 10-year funding. What about all that? I believe he had a thing where people were doing drugs and they became clean, and he was trying to get them back into work. You can see him, he's over here hugging black people. If he was a white, so he would say, get your dirty black hands off me. Wouldn't that be what he would say? So he's faking it in public, but behind closed doors, he has this robe on with candles, with a machete, and just stabbing just black wallpaper everywhere. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but this is what they go to because they know nobody likes anybody who's racist and hates all. They know that, so they want to keep doing this, and this is a playbook many years ago with many dictators and scumbags. They do the same thing. It's all about racism, disdain for somebody that's against us, and as long as we keep pushing that, we can keep the people locked in mentally. I said people see this for what it really is. So you guys tell me what you think. Is that a white supremacist when you see this man and his family raising these kids to be white supremacists? Just, you can look in their eyes. I showed you the photo. We may get banned for it, but we got to stand for something. Or what's really going on? Do you guys know all these white supremacists running around? I know they're gonna just jump on the Jacksonville situation, right? And they should condemn him, and he's gonna burn for the rest of his days. Well, in hell, right? But for the rest of his days, okay. But why don't they ever condemn all the other stuff that happens every weekend? Chicago, 30 people shot and 8 died or something. Or Memorial Day weekend where it's like 80 or 70 people shot and like 20 dead. Why don't they? Is that white supremacy too? But we don't talk about that. It's just only about this narrative. We wait and wait for something to happen, and then here we go. These people should be ashamed of themselves. But you guys let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you guys could please share to get the message out there, and I will catch you guys on the next one.